Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 11th episode of RPG Fudousan. And last episode was definitely a little bit of a more depressing episode because we had Fa just being accused of being the scary dragon that's causing trouble, and even Fa herself wondering, what's going on, considering maybe that they're right, because she doesn't really know what's going on either. But she got so excited when she finally saw the big old scary dragon appear near the end of the episode, and it wasn't her. But then, she remembered she was kind of falling to her death. So at that point, I imagine the excitement kind of went to the side a little bit, but luckily we had, Kotona swoop in and catch her all amazingly and, the excitement went back up. So a bit of a roller coaster of emotions there for Fa, I now that I think about it. But yeah, now we do have the big old dragon to deal with, so I guess this episode will probably be focused on dealing with the dragon. So, and I imagine we can do that, so let's jump on it and see exactly how we manage such a task. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, it has been too long, Pegasus girl. At least she's not that dragon. She's still like a dragon girl. She's got the tail, she breathes fire. Just casually, Pegasus walking around the corner, as you do. And what would we do without you? I like how even the Pegasus responded, which Fa can understand. Yeah, that's still an issue, guys. Also, her, I guess. The girl with a very blatantly dark, evil aura around her, chanting spells. She's also a problem, I think. And she's probably easier to deal with than the giant dragon. So that's where I would start personally. And that was my quest. After the opening. I I really should rewatch that beach episode. Whenever I see the group jump in the air like that in an anime opening, I always think of Kaon. Not that Kaon invented it, but it's what comes to mind. Fa, let's go home together. The together very important part of it. Yeah, that is the appropriate reaction to a scary dragon popping up. That's why you should have evidence before you arrest someone. Well, I guess just the aftershock of a footstep is enough to do that. Oh wow, she is not doing great. Kotone is always right. At least she's, uh, these guys are definitely out of date on the current situation, but I'm glad that she realized the error of her ways. That's good. I'm not sure everyone else feels lucky right now. I mean, still got this girl speaking gibberish over there. in a dark corner. Okay, guys, seriously, like, getting blown away once is one thing, you know. Find a better place to hide. Or just get better at dodging, one of the two. I mean, as long as you have something. That's... Okay, we are just really springing into action. I don't know if that's going to do much against dragon scales, though. Oh, that looked cool, though. I don't know how much it did. Yeah, it didn't do much. The dragon didn't do anything, and the dragon did more than she did damage-wise. Yeah, ice isn't going to work against a fire dragon. That's just silly. Can we get an interpreter? I don't know what she's saying. But I'm pretty sure it's egging on the dragon. Okay, if anyone can do something, it's these guys. Does it have like a thorn in its paw? Or is this just in reference to what the girl's, chanting? Well, we show her in the shot there, so. Guess she stopped chanting. Come on. For my baby. Is Fa her baby? Or is she just pregnant? Okay, pregnant, gotcha. Could you imagine a dragon birth? That sounds terrifying. Just with the mask duo, as I call them. But she's got to find a place to give birth. Yeah, we really need to, like, calm things down before they escalate much further. As they ready their magical cannons. We gotta do something, guys. The dragon's obviously not a bad person. And you need to stop that. Because that's clearly not helping. Magic circle? Is it a trap? Okay, yeah, it's a binding spell. It's better than, like, an attack. But I doubt it's gonna hold her for long. I mean, I understand, but... Don't fire. I'm pretty sure we can talk this out. Get her some nice real estate where she can give birth. Take care of the girl dagging her on. You know, her. The cute little horns. Oh wow, you gotta go look at their outfits now. They look pretty good. The two masked girls. Like showing belly for days. Okay, we're getting her backstory, it looks like. Briefly. Do you know any other songs? Any other chance? Because I'm starting to really not like that one. Oh no. Do you have any good shield magic? Because that has a lot of power behind it. Okay, didn't look too bad. I think she blocked that. Yeah. She seemed pretty ready, so. I love the look of the spell too, kind of like a gentle flowing water look to it, texture to it. Ha! With those glowing eyes. Could you imagine if Fa just like transformed into a big dragon herself and we had like a kaiju, battle? Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, please stop attacking the pregnant woman. That's a pretty cute mid card. Before they join the marching band. Yeah, so all we gotta do is find her a good place, and everything should be fine. They still don't know about the girl that's like chanting. That's the only real problem we have here. We don't know about her, or the role she's playing, or get this girl a griffin. Yeah, but the outfits in this show really are on point. Oh, I can't even do that. Yeah, I would love to ride one. I'd love to ride a griffin. But yeah, don't cheat on your Pegasus. And yeah, these guys eventually gonna show up. Yeah, better late than never. You got a lot to catch up on, guys. You can start by just saying, I'm sorry, and good God, that's a huge cake. That's bigger than Fa. Fa could hide inside that cake. I'd be so scared to get that close to a fire dragon. Okay, I think we're actually gonna notice the girl now. Soon. So please stop attacking now. But it's not gonna work until we deal with the girl. Oh, that's bright. Some healing magic, I guess. When you have the trees for scale, you can really see how big that dragon is. They're trying to communicate with the pregnant dragon mama. The probably brainwashed pregnant dragon mama. Negotiations are not going well currently. Maybe they can find the other girl. Maybe that could be how they contribute. Yeah, they gotta be part of the plot too. I mean, we're all in this together. And if you get hit by that, it's over. That's not a whole lot better. Stop having fun. And don't throw up. Okay. Just very coincidentally got close to her, but I don't think they even saw her there. Would have been great if they just like accidentally crashed into her. And that's how they settle things. Just accidentally knock her unconscious and everything's resolved and they have no idea why. That'd be funny. Okay, at least you say new words now. But I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah, this is clearly having a bad effect on Fa. We can't lose our translator. Oh. Wait, what? That's different. I'm so confused. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure what she's doing. It looks cool, though. Is she gonna become a big old dragon? Is that actually what's gonna happen? Because it looks like it, yeah. Yeah, look at those claws. Oh my god, she's got like long flowing hair, too. Wow, what a design. Fafnir. Fa was Fafnir, what a plot twist. But wow, just that design, that is something else. Like, she has like a horn that kind of looks like just like a stick, like, stuck in her head. But yeah, definitely not the design I was expecting. I don't know. Are we actually gonna get our kaiju fight? I was really joking when I said that. One punch. Don't now me. That's Fa we're talking about. Yeah, she just she's like basically bitch slapped that giant fire dragon. What do you think you're gonna do with your little laser? Oh, she looks pissed. So I'm not sure where this leaves us as far as what we do next. Oh, well. Yeah, she failed on that miserably. That has got to be one of the most minimalistic tops I've ever seen. We don't have Fa to interpret for Fa. Is that like a flower petal? Oh, singing. Yeah, we can try singing. That's probably our best option. The universal language. We won't need an interpreter. Yeah, we get a really good overall look at the design here. And that definitely is a pure white dragon. Man, the song is just so damn soothing. I mean, could you imagine just falling asleep to these girls' lullaby? You guys can sing too if you want. With the two moons in the background. We'll never forget you. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, there we go. God, I love just the feeling that that song invokes. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just tugs on the right strings, but to just like get you into a more mellow state. That's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, those look more like Fa's eyes now. Much more gentle. So can you ride Fa now? Are you gonna say anything? I just can't get over how good that design is. That a lot of effort was put into that. You shut up. You're a bad influence. Oh, we got to sing the song again. Not that I'd complain, but don't slap Kotone. Oh, that had to hurt. I mean, I'm sure she's okay, but the mutedness of it kind of has me worried. Oh, it was muted until it wasn't. Oh God, my heart. Oh God, you can't jump. Son of a. Man, they did that for the maximum effect. Just having it muted until the impact itself. It was so good, but it was so bad. I don't think I saw blood or anything, but that did sound like a hard impact. I mean, this is a show with healing magic in it. I'm sure everything's fine, but I really thought things would be resolved by the end of this episode, but clearly I was wrong on that. I was in such a good mood too after hearing the song, and then I had to do all that. Like, even after I saw Fa like starting the attack, I thought pretty much for sure we were gonna like dodge it or whatever. So I wasn't really too concerned as I was seeing it in action. But then it actually did make contact, and bum 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 bum. Oh God, that was a decent amount of blood. Again, I'm sure she'll be fine. Okay, maybe. Oh, that's actually fairly concerning. Uh, as I'm saying she's gonna be fine, they show me her in like a coffin. I mean, I'm sure it's just misleading. Everything's gonna be fine. They wouldn't actually kill off a main character in like a comedy show. They wouldn't do that. So like I'm not worried. But yeah, that was the 11th episode of RPG Fudousan. God, I think I might need a few seconds. Okay. Okay, so, and where do I start with this? I mean, we have our battle, right, with the red dragon. We're doing our best. The one girl, she whips out her sword. You know, her sword skills are her only strength, right? So she runs in there, being all cool, like, and they actually had some pretty impressive animation for that. You know, rushing in there and stuff, but it didn't do much. You know, her like borderline keyblade just got melted essentially. You know, like it didn't do much. And the whole time we had this girl who's still very like mysterious. I mean, they were very vague on a lot of the things she was doing. All we knew, she was chanting, and it was most likely causing the dragon to be as aggressive as it was, right? We can at least assume that much, because she has her own chip on her shoulder about whatever, humans, I don't know exactly what her issue is. We got like a very brief flashback that just looked like it could be a source of, you know, resentment or grudge, but didn't really clarify on that too much. But she's basically, throughout the entire episode, just in the background, being pretty much mostly unnoticed, just doing her chanting, dark glowing, as Fa and the gang are trying their best to communicate with the Red Dragon and calm things down. And we did get pretty important information about her being pregnant and all that, right? So it's good to know. But, you know, then we also have the army over there with, like, their their magic cannons and stuff. And, you know, there's just things are starting to escalate into a big old war, but it doesn't need to, because, you know, the dragon's really not trying to hurt people, at least not by its own will. But again, I don't know how much influence the one girl is having on her, like what exactly the idea here is. But it seems like she just wants destruction and using the dragon to achieve that is kind of what I got from that. But yeah, flashback. The brief flashback was right about here. Well, after the dragon got like tied up by the chains, I think. I won't let them hurt my friends again. And then we just, yeah, see the village burning. You know, people very upset, as you tend to be when your village burns. Right? Do we see anything like an enemy in this scene? I don't think so. I think we just saw a fire, people running scared and upset, and that was it. So, how much am I really supposed to, you know, glean from that scene? Like, I mean, like, I don't know. It's her motivator, I guess, is really all I can take from that. But man, it definitely was very brief. Really didn't tell me a huge amount, but I mean, yeah. How much more is there really to say about the episode? We just kept trying to calm down the dragon. The dragon was not having any of it, for the most part. You know, we had Rakita and what are the names? Rakita and Rufria. Rufria's name is always giving me trouble. They showed up eventually, very, very late, because they wanted to help, even if it was late. So they still want to be a part of things, and they did get to sing along, you know, as well. So they helped in a manner, I suppose. But they friggin' Fa, like, because Fa suddenly started to transform too. Like, at first wasn't sure how to take that. Like, was this a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, for a while I was just captivated by her just general design, but, you know, and she dealt with the red dragon, so at that point I was kind of like, okay, I guess this is a good thing, question mark. But, you know, then she starts to essentially have the same thing happen to her that was happening to the red dragon, and suddenly it was kind of less good. But I don't know. I mean, the good news is we had the song to sing to calm her down, but the not so good news is the one girl just reinvigorates the spell or whatever, like, and then causes Fa to actually attack Kotone. And I don't know if I want to watch that part again, but because, yeah, she stands up on top of the griffin, like, arms wide open, fully accepting, you know, wanting to have Fa just jump into her arms again, and it was nice until it wasn't, because then we had her just, like, get into position with her claws, and you see it move forward, and then it shows Kotone's face, and then we see the shadow, and I think right about when I got to the part where we see the shadow over her face, that's when I started to think that, okay, maybe she's not going to dodge this, and then she didn't. She didn't dodge it. We actually had the impact, and she just flew, and after that point, I didn't know how they could possibly make it worse, but they did by making just complete silence. Like, I can't really describe why, but that just made it so much worse, like, just filling you with dread. But, like, I guess the only way it could have been worse if I saw a big splatter of blood upon impact. that would have been even worse. But we also saw blood around her in the preview, so clearly it was. Yeah, and then right basically as she goes to the trees, and yeah, the God, that sound of the impact, it's like the sound of my heart breaking. Like, this is supposed to be a fairly lighthearted, cute girls doing cute things comedy kind of show, and yet they like pulled out all the stops to make that as just menacing and horrifying as possible. Because just no sound except for a crash and a high-pitched scream. Like, Jesus Christ. At least they had a really fancy transition with the hat like dropping towards the camera. That was cool. I was a little bit too upset at the time to really appreciate that, but that was a cool transition. And the preview was supposed to be reassuring that Kotono was okay, and then we saw her all bloody and I think in a coffin, and became less okay at that point. I mean, we saw the red dragon in the preview in like the circle, and I think we also saw Rufria attempting some healing magic. And obviously we got Fa crying and the blood, and yeah. So the preview really does not show Fa okay at all, and instead we see the blood in the coffin. I mean, I'm sure she's okay. I'm sure the show is just trying to mess with me. I'm not shaking on my belief, my conviction of that. But they really are good at making me doubt. But yeah, that was the episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.